So welcome to Tactics and Touchlines. This evening we are having a discussion about the FIFA Club World Cup final. My club is in the FIFA Club World Cup final, and today I'm going to talk about my club. It's been a long time I had a discussion about my club, and most of us here cannot relate to an European final, an European competition. So I would have a good discussion, breakdown on what we need to do to be able to become world champions. And what comes with the FIFA Club World Cup is you have the badge for 4 years. So meaning 4 years of bragging rights till 2029, unless there is another champion before the badge will be taken out from you. So today I'll ask my pundit, between Paris Saint-Germain and Chelsea, which of these teams are they tipping to win the FIFA Club World Cup? And we'll also look at their journey from the start of the competition also to the final. So let me start with Raf. Liverpool, your club, has been in the FIFA Club World Cup competition, won it, and this time they couldn't get into it. But we've seen clubs like Chelsea, Paris Saint-Germain dominating so well. And one thing about these two teams are they are among the teams with the average age in the competition. The first is RB Leipzig, who are 21 average age. Chelsea had 22, and Paris Saint-Germain are on 23. So we are seeing these young teams dominating European competition. I want to find out from you, do you think now experience doesn't play a role in football, but you need a quality manager with young players and everything is good for a team to perform so well?
Okay. So I'd like to say thank you very much. Please, for the question you asked me, experience and the youthful exuberance, you need to blend the two to get that solid team that you want. And you can't solely go for the youth who are very busy, they are very energetic, they can run 90 minutes plus additional 30 minutes. They can do all the hard works, but you need some experience. For example, looking at this Paris Saint-Germain team, they have a certain Marquinhos who has been in the team for a very long time now, and he's bringing that experience to bear with the likes of Vitinha, not taking anything away from him. He played in Wolves for some time. We didn't see the real quality until Luis Enrique picked up the Paris Saint-Germain team. Ousmane Dembele has been there. He has seen it all in terms of European football, the Champions League finals, all those things. He has seen them. So these are all experiences, and then they've added the likes of the Joao Neves and the other guys, and then so basically it's a blend. You have to blend the two to get a solid team that you want. So yes, of course, you need to blend the two, and then also the Club World Cup, as we said earlier, it is we are now in the final at Chelsea. I would like to commend Maresca. He has done a great job. People are saying that Chelsea had an easy route to the final, but hey, who cares? Other teams might go through the same path and might not be able to be in the final. Chelsea fans, being especially, you predicted Chelsea to be in the final. But the quality in your team, you predicted Chelsea to be in the final, and duly too, they are in the final. It is, yes, you will say it's an easy route or whatever. They are in the final, and they have made the English teams proud and the Premier League also proud. As to if they are going to win it, is another discussion for another day. So I would like to say that with what we said, you need a youthful experience and also a little bit of experience to have a solid team. Yeah.
Okay. So, Prince, let me find out from you. Do you think Chelsea had an easy route into this final? And if they were on the other side of the table, would they be able to get into the final? And how do you see Enzo Maresca's team, especially in this FIFA Club World Cup?
I think if you ask me, the route Chelsea used into the final, I think it was the easiest route. And everything aligned for them, because when you look at a scenario where they could have met a team like Man City, but Al Hilal scored Man City, and they got rid of that. They were saved from meeting Man City along that line. They could have met Al Hilal, but I think Fluminense or something scored Al Hilal, and they didn't meet. So it was like everything that was just aligning for Chelsea. You get, because they could have met Man City, they could have met Al Hilal, and these teams are quite dangerous, especially on this. Looking at the performance they've put in the group stages, you understand? So I think with that, Chelsea have been favored, but might not be favored in the final. I'm sorry about that. But the final there won't be any easy route for them.
Okay.
And with Maresca's squad, I think there's a young squad that has so much potential and quality, and you could see that he has depth. He has a lot of depth with every position that he has on the field. Even with attack, he has a lot of options to choose from. So that means that increases the quality of the team. You understand? Because this one has a different potential. This one also has a different potential, and it helps the team a lot. So I think with the squad he has, he just needs to maintain it and have a reasonable squad. Probably reduce the number a bit and keep the most priority ones. And I think he's good to go.
Okay, Sam, I want to find out from you. You've always been talking about Luis Enrique from the Champions League and in this FIFA Club World Cup. Do you think he's one coach that has been able to make us understand how quality total football is, especially when his team is playing? You could see every player being involved, they running up and down the pitch. What do you think Luis Enrique has changed in this Paris Saint-Germain setup? And how would he be able to dominate the world with this setup?
Okay. Thank you very much. I think the first thing that he has gotten right in this PSG team is the mentality. I think from the goalkeeper straight to even those on the bench, they have the right mentality. So it doesn't matter if I'm playing just 2 or 3 minutes. There is something to be proven if I'm on the field. We've seen how they journey through the Champions League to become champions and where they are now. There are times that we sat here and there was this debate that they lost to Arsenal at a point in time in the Champions League. So how would they defeat other teams in that? And we also, I remember Raf and I still built on that point that Luis Enrique is more like learning on the job as he is progressing. So he's fixing his mistakes, and I think now we can all see how strong the PSG team is. I think that this is one of the most strongest PSG team in many years. They've had a light of Neymar, Messi, and Cavani, Mbappe all in the same team, and nothing really happened. The right mentality has been built in this team, and these young players are playing as if they are like wounded lions that have something to prove, and they are doing very well. I've watched their matches for during this Club World Cup, and now it's more like too obvious to know that if they beat you within the first half, the second half they'll just relax for you out of respect. So it's Luis has created a very strong team, one of the best teams in Europe so far, and he needs to be applauded. So I think the basis is the right mentality has been created in this team. Even with the big names with the wrong mentality, things can go wrong. So the right mentality has been made, and these players are playing for the badge.
Ben, I would like to add. Oh, just 3 seconds. Okay. About Liverpool side, not because I'm a Liverpool fan, but for Liverpool to be able to hold Paris Saint-Germain, I mean, beat them at the Parc des Princes, even though we lost that game. But I think I've respected Ancelotti's team, looking at what he's doing to other clubs. Yes.
Okay, so let's go into the game tactically.
We also scored PSG, and
okay.
if we are looking at those who score PSG, I think we are part of them. So
I don't know. We also score PSG is now a medal.
No. Listen, as I said, PSG progressed whilst coming. So if you scored them and you even drew against them, it was when they were learning. Now don't try, please. Prince, now, please.
Okay, Prince. Girona scored PSG. A lot of teams scored PSG, so I think Strasbourg scored PSG. So if scoring PSG is a medal for us now, then we have to look at it again from another point of view. So let's go tactically into the game. I think both teams set up something similar. Enzo Maresca in the FIFA Club World Cup goes with a 4-3-3, where his fullback, that is either Rich James, Malo Gusto, or Cucurella, would touch the width, and the other winger would also touch the width, where he has 2 10s in the box. and make sure that always Caicedo is sitting at the base. Paris Saint-Germain comes with something similar. They have a rotational type of thing. Nuno Mendes stays back, forming a 3-back. Hakimi joins attack. There are 2 number 10s where they don't have a physical number 9 in the box. Going into this game, tactically, I know there've been a lot of questions about Paris Saint-Germain. Their last game against Real Madrid, it was brutal. And there are journalists asking questions that are Chelsea going to suffer on the night against Paris Saint-Germain? So I want to start with Raf. Do you think Chelsea should come into the game accepting that they would suffer and they need to take their chances well? How should Enzo Maresca set up to be able to dominate this Paris Saint-Germain team and even go on to win the trophy?
One thing about Chelsea is that whenever you underrate them, that is when they prove the doubters wrong, if I should use Jurgen Klopp's words. Whenever you doubt Chelsea, that is when. But in as much as we are saying that it's going to be an easy win for Paris Saint-Germain, my mind is telling me that Chelsea can pull a surprise. We were here when Chelsea played Manchester City in the UEFA Champions League finals. Everybody went for a win, even though Tuchel has constantly beating Pep Guardiola. But we felt like, okay, this final there, it's for Manchester City. And then now at the back, Maresca knows what is at stake. Maresca knows what the team is going to face. This is a team that has destroyed big boys, from the Arsenals to the Liverpools, the big boy Bayern. He has beaten everybody. Maresca being a tactician, he has also been in a game for some time now. He will know how to set up his team. Surprisingly, I don't know why most teams didn't target Kvaratskhelia, and he has added something new to the Paris Saint-Germain team. I mean, when they load you on one side, they can switch the game to one side. For example, they overload you on Dembele's side, that is the right side of the pitch, and then before you see, there's a long pass to Kvaratskhelia, and he gets your fullback on a 1v1. And that guy is tricky, he's so dangerous. Nuno Mendes, as you said, they build it from a 3-back. Hakimi constantly joining the attack. So I don't know. It's either, in some games, Maresca played Reece James in central midfield. I don't know if he's going to still play him in central midfield or he's going to play as a natural right back. Bearing in mind that whenever Reece James bombs forward, he also adds some depth to the attack. Therefore, I'm also counting on Pedro Neto to keep Hakimi at bay, to make sure that Hakimi stays in his position. But when the moment he gives Hakimi the opportunity to bomb forward, he's going to join the attack, give them more options going up forward. But when Pedro Neto is constantly on him, he will be at bay, he will not be able to bomb forward. Maresca shouldn't be afraid. Everybody is tipping PSG to win that game, but I want it to be a more competitive game. I don't want to see an Inter Milan versus Paris Saint-Germain final whereby they would lash you 5-0, 3-0 first half, 4-0 first half. Chelsea should make the game very competitive. They should go all in. Ben, I know you believe, I don't know the confidence Ben has, but Ben still believes that Chelsea can beat Paris Saint-Germain on the day. So I'll rally behind Chelsea being an English team. I'll be very happy that Maresca can pull a surprise. But then, as you know, Ben, even if Chelsea unfortunately loses that game, still have your heads up. You played against the best team. Maresca is still a team in transition. The PSG team is a set-up team. He's not going to change the lineup. Pacho, Marquinhos, Mendes, Hakimi, Vitinha with this one, Pedro. It's the same setup. So I want Chelsea to go up, show up some fight, and then Chelsea should do well for the Premiership and then also for the English football of it. Yeah.
Okay, Prince. Do you think this will be another walk home for Paris Saint-Germain? Especially they've dominated in this FIFA Club World Cup, beating Atletico by 4, beating Inter Miami by 4, beating Real Madrid by 4. Do you think this will be another Paris Saint-Germain Inter Milan type of final where they would walk over Chelsea? And how do you think they can explore this Chelsea team?
I think Chelsea is one solid team, you understand? And just like Ralph made mention of, just when you think it's all over or they're down, they can just pull a surprise. I remember when they played against Barcelona, those times, I think 2012 or something, and they had Iniesta, Xavi, Messi. Hey, it was serious. But Chelsea was the only team that could stop Barcelona. Back then, Barcelona was just a team that you can't stand in front of them. But this Chelsea side were able to dominate. I think they did the same thing against Bayern Munich when Bayern Munich was in top form. They had Robben, Ribery, but they could score them and take the Champions League from their own home ground. So we can't just throw in the towel and say Chelsea is going to lose or something. But just like Rad made mention of, they have to give us a value for our money. You understand? They should come to the party. It shouldn't be like an Inter PSG final. And if you ask me about how PSG can explore Chelsea, I think Luis Enrique has it all. Honestly, he has it all. Especially with the way they press. The way they press is just serious. They press, and it's something that I so much see PSG taking advantage of their press to harm Chelsea with that. You get it. So I just hope Chelsea gets a good game. But at the end of the day, we all know PSG has a better chance.
Okay, so I want us to go into a little bit of history in the FIFA Club World Cup. The FIFA Club World Cup started some years back and was dominated by the Brazilian clubs. They were performing so well. They won the first 5 series of the FIFA Club World Cup till Barcelona stepped in and dominated also for some time against an Argentinian side. Then the Europeans took over and they started performing well. But today I did some research about the FIFA Club World Cup, and one funny thing is any team that plays as a home team in the FIFA Club World Cup final goes to the end to win. The only time the Europeans have missed out are Chelsea, where they played against Corinthians. They were the away team. Liverpool also played. They were away team. Barcelona also lost when they were away team. So now, meaning the home team have some backing to be able to win. So I want to find out from Sam, does history play a role in this game? And the Chelsea are playing as the home team in this final. Do you think history can back them for them to win ahead of Paris Saint-Germain in the final?
Okay. This is going to be a very interesting final. And as you know me, I'm not the type that really buy into this history and this thing about you playing. It's a new world of football, so things can really change. But no matter how the game ends, as I've been saying since day one, I think for me personally, the most important thing really for Chelsea is not really yes the trophy matter, but I'm more intrigued in how they've progressed throughout the this club World Cup and the changes and the advances that Maresca has been able to do in the team. Maybe yes, the history can be on their behalf and things can go in their favor. But this PSG team is a team that is not in the mood for any history or anything. You realize with the whistle goal, they bring the match to you, and you have to be at that quick pace to meet them up, or you lose within the first 10 or 20 minutes. So let's see how Chelsea can hold them in the first half, because from what we've seen so far, they will beat you in the first half, and that ends the game. So let's see how Chelsea can play very well. I think the whole thing will be settled in the first half. If Chelsea can hold them throughout the first half, it will really go into their favor. So history aside, they need to get their things right within the first 10 or 20 minutes, because PSG will bring their match to their doorstep and there will be no chance for you to sit and replan. The game will be very hot when the whistle blows.
Okay, so before we come to the end of the show, I want to find out our score predictions for this particular game. So let me start from Sam. What do you think the scoreline would be for this particular game?
Taking 4-1, I think PSG will dominate. It's not really because of Banda, but hey, this PSG team is not in the mood for any jokes. So yeah, 4-1 PSG.
Okay, so Prince, what do you think the scoreline would be for this FIFA Club World Cup final?
I think some crowds will soft with you guys. I was thinking some was even giving you a goal. I was thinking maybe 5 goals to know, because
5 goals to 0.
PSG team there.
Okay, so Ralph, I want to find out from you, what do you think the scoreline would be for this FIFA Club World Cup?
Ah, PSG 2-1. 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1.
I see Chelsea pulling one back. I see Chelsea pulling
Okay.
one back.
So I
And it's
think
difficult to predict for Chelsea.
today our pundits are all going for Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
difficult. It's difficult predicting for Chelsea. Yeah.
Ben,
Yeah,
your prediction.
I think Chelsea would win 2-1. I have so much belief in Enzo Maresca, and I don't know. I have the feeling that we'll be able to match them. This would be Paris Saint-Germain's first game that they would meet a team that they will feel like, yes, they are playing against a more solid side. I think when it comes to the midfield, the centre backs, the full backs, we have quality there to be able to match them. The only thing I'm scared of in this game is just one player, that is Robert Sanchez. For him not to make any mistakes behind trying to play from the back. Apart from that, I think up front we'll take our chances and we'll be able to win by 2-1. I believe in Maresca so much. He learns so much. And he has made Chelsea fans understand that any game he goes into, he makes sure he plans so well. Against Robertis, he watched, I think, 15 to 20 games of Robertis' game to be able to know how to get them. And I know when it comes to Paris Saint-Germain, he will sit down and have a good watch of Paris Saint-Germain. I'm thinking he should just look at 4 games this season from Paris Saint-Germain to be able to beat them. 1, Paris Saint-Germain, Botafogo, Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain, Aston Villa, Paris Saint-Germain, and Liverpool. I think these are 4 games that
Paris Saint-Germain, Arsenal.
No.
Some will reply that one.
I
don't think Paris Saint-Germain, Arsenal.
That's a waste of 90 minutes.
I didn't see any good stretch of Paris Saint-Germain. But these 4 games against Liverpool, I'm saying that against Liverpool used that route 1 type of football to get that goal where Darwin Núñez set the ball for Elliott. So if Chelsea had to break that press by going long, they'll be able to get those balls to maybe Delap or João Pedro to be able to start in their half. Yes. Paris Saint-Germain, Aston Villa, they boxed that midfield with the likes of Onana, McKean, and Kamara. These are hard-working midfielders. So if you have 3 midfielders who can also match Vitinha, João Neves, Fabian Luiz, you get the best out of them. In the PSG setup, there are 2 players that are weak links in their teams. From what I've studied, that is Hakimi when he's defending, and also Fabian Luiz when they are defending. These are 2 weak players. So if you can match them boot to boot, as Aston Villa did, you'll be able to get the best. And against Botafogo, they repeated something similar to the Liverpool game. Their goal was scored from that route 1 type of ball straight to their striker, and he took his chance. So if Maresca seriously would watch their games, these 4 games are very important. Bayern Munich also dominated them because Kingsley Coman was pinning Hakimi back. So these are tips Maresca needs to go for. I think when you pin Hakimi with Pedro Neto, you'll be able to make Hakimi stay back. And the midfield would also be blocked with the likes of Caicedo, Kopama, and also Enzo Fernandez. So I think if Maresca can get the best out of this team, meaning Chelsea, the first 30 minutes is very crucial. Paris Saint-Germain, I've seen that in the first 30 minutes, they give you a lot of pressure. They are like sharks when they enter into the sea. The moment they smell blood or they smell that you are shaking, they would force you to make mistakes. So if Chelsea can get the first 30 minutes of the game well, they'll be able to dominate Paris Saint-Germain. So that's why I'm going for a 2-1. But maybe I'm talking from just a Chelsea fan's perspective.
Ralph, remember during the Madrid match, right? You said similar thing that if they can pin Hakimi, they are done, right? Now, we've been saying this not just for 1 game, for 2 or 3 games. They know that that is the weak line. PSG now has been like, remember how Ruben used to play? You know that he will surely cut in, but you can't stop him.
Yes, but this time,
you know that this is how they will play, but you can't stop
this
them.
Time with their back line,
you know this is how they will play, but you can't stop them.
Hakimi, Marquinhos, Pacho, and Nuno Mendes. These are 4 quality players. Anytime Hakimi surges forward, Marquinhos covers, Pacho takes the middle, and Mendes takes the left side. But now, Pacho wouldn't be playing. So meaning there wouldn't be enough pace in their back line. So I don't know, with the Real Madrid game, you could study that anytime there is pressure behind Hakimi, Nuno Mendes mostly covers to do the tackles for Marquinhos and also Bernardo. So that is where Chelsea can explore. So you may see a different game compared to the Real Madrid one, where in the Champions League, we're like, okay, the likes of Vinicius can take advantage, Bukayo Saka can come there and take an advantage. Now, their main strength, that gives them strength, pace, and also other things up front, that is Pacho, who is out of the game. So we would see how the game go. I think everything depends on the coach and how he'll be able to set up. So I think we've come to the end of the show. We are hoping that everything could go on well for Chelsea, as I'm also hoping. So we are all telling our subscribers to subscribe, share, and also like this comment, like the post or the video, so that other people can also get to see. So after the final, I think we'll do a full review tactically about the game and what we saw and how both teams also performed. So thank you all for joining us on Tactics and Touchlines.